If you're watching this video, you know your family needs life insurance. If you're like me, when I was looking to protect my family, you want to know that it's the right amount if you're knocked out of the game right now. And you want to know how much it will cost. How much term insurance or life insurance do you need? If you're a young family, the general rule of thumb is 10 times your income. Why? Because most people, if they want to conserve principal and outpace inflation, can really only take 4% a year without depleting too much capital for later years. If you add a little coverage to pay off your mortgage or pay off debts or for college funding, you may not need 10 times. If you'd like a thorough analysis, we can do that for you so you precisely know what your life insurance need is right now. We can print it out so you have it. So if you make 50,000 a year and your household spends $50,000 a year, you probably need a million, maybe a million two. Oh my gosh, that sounds like a lot of money. I know, I've been there. Well, there's a few different factors on how much it will cost. There's actually probably 10 factors, but I don't want to get into the nerdy life insurance, actuarial, risk management stuff. So basically, if you're in preferred health, which mostly internet ads will quote prices like, hey, we got $1 million in coverage for $16 a month. It's usually super preferred for females. If you need $1 million and you're like 30% of the population, your preferred health risk. So you're 30 years old, a female will be 25 a month for a million in coverage for 10 years. If you want coverage until you're 60, a 30-year would be 70 a month. A male in the same situation would be $34 for 10 years, 86 for 30. For half a million, be 15 to 36 for a female, and the male will be about and a half. If you're 50, prices go up. You may only need 10 or a 20 year. So for half a million, a female will be $53 for 10 years. A male will be $68. This is an A plus rated company. We use carriers such as Mutual of Omaha, Transamerica, Gerber, John Hancock, etc. There can be a big variance. Uh, we had a client who found a price off the internet. He wanted $100,000 in coverage, and he's a 50-year-old male. He had a very minor anxiety pill he took. The company wanted, with the great price, didn't think it was minor, so they charged him 180% higher than the price he wanted. It was 78 a month. We took him to the company we thought would be a little friendlier, and they were actually less than what we thought they would be. It was $52. That's a big difference in pricing just based on that pill. So, what factors come into pricing? It can be, your health or smoking, but also living benefits, or if you get an online ad, they can um, get you coverage over the phone 10 minutes or less. Well, it's convenient. You don't have to go to a nurse. You don't have to have needles or pee in a cup or any of that good stuff. But the insurance companies miss some things when they do it that quickly. So they price that into the coverages, which isn't bad, but you just need to know that. So, the company we mentioned earlier, it's a fully underwritten policy, and because it's less expensive, but they waive if you're under 40 or with, want 2 million or less in coverage, they waive the nurse and the pee in the cup stuff. So, they'll usually get you an answer in 2 or 3 days, which isn't quite instant decision. But if you're saving hundreds of dollars a year or thousands a year, it's probably worth waiting a couple of days. So this is a brief overview of the amounts and costs of life insurance. I'm guessing you don't want 15 insurance agents calling to say how we have the best plan, a bunch of bells and whistles. If you've ever filled out an online form to get pricing for life insurance, or even if you haven't, you should know there will be a gauntlet of calls, texts, and emails. Most of these video ads create leads and then they sell them to agents. This is generally well intentioned. Most agents like me want to see people protect their families, if they die or become disabled or sick. I'm not going to do that here. If you ask us for information, we ask you the important questions. We search our 40 companies for the best plan. If you choose us, we'll do a quick review annually and let you live your life. So if you need coverage, you want someone experienced with over 20 some years in the business, a group with multiple insurance companies who can get you the best pricing based on your health and other factors. I encourage you to give us a call or text at 317-584-0133, or you can go to foresighlifeinsurance.com. You can schedule right there. In most cases, we can do a brief call, and we can get you an answer on your pricing, in 10, 15, 20 minutes. Or if you want to slow it down and actually get to know your agent so you can tell that we have your best interest at heart, we'll set up a meeting in your home, Zoom, or you can come to our office. Um, so I hope this video has been helpful. This has been Mike Wright with ForesightLifeInsurance.com. Have a great day.